Yo, what's going on, guys? Dex here. Hope you're doing absolutely wonderful today. Treyarch just wrapped up their live broadcast talking about the Black Ops 4 Blackout game mode and some of the things we're going to be seeing in the beta and what's going to be actually in the game. So they just released a beta field manual on the Call of Duty website in the form of a blog from Treyarch, okay? So all I'm going to do in this video is pretty much just read the information that is on this manual. I will link the manual down in the description. With this guide, we're gonna be able to know where and how to start. It says, first off, out of the gate, the Blackout beta features 3 ways to play: solos, duos, and quads, and will host games up to 80 players at this critical beta phase. Whether you play on your own, with a friend, or with your whole squad, the game mechanics are absolutely the same, but the strategies will widely vary on how you might try to play the game and how you might try to win. By default, the game will attempt to fill your squad up with other folks looking to play, but you can disable your fill squad if you prefer to play solo. To get the most out of your beta experience, here's a few more tips. How to win Battle Royale, a basic overview. Blackout is a Battle Royale game mode. The last person or team standing will win the game. Survive to the end as play space gets smaller and smaller over time. We call this the collapse. The collapse forces players and teams into increasingly smaller play spaces, thus creating intense battles. Always remember, the game is not over even if a teammate is eliminated. Keep fighting until the bitter or bittersweet end. You have one life and will not respawn, so make it count. The Blackout beta is going to toss you into the level even before the game officially starts. This pre-game lobby is called the Drop Zone. Here you can learn the map and try out some weapons and understanding of the game systems and mechanics, but note, once the map begins, you won't bring any of the weapons or equipment used in the Drop Zone with you into the match. Once a number of players have joined the lobby, a countdown clock will start, then it's time to get down to business. First off, infiltration. Blackout begins with all players in a transport helicopter that flies across the map into a randomly chosen straight line. You can choose when you want to jump into the map and where you would like to navigate. Navigating the drop process is done in the wingsuit. You can point in the general direction, but for extra speed and distance, fall straight downward for a maximum speed. Since you're using a wingsuit, you are effectively a wing. The more airflow over that wing, the better you can fly, so then you can kind of soar, per se. When you get close to the ground, your parachute will automatically deploy. Use it slow to your momentum. All of the information you need to become a wingsuit master is indicated in the game HUD. You can monitor your overall momentum and see where your parachute will deploy as you approach the ground. As for base jumping, the wingsuit will always be your initial infiltration into the map and can be redeployed later in the game. It's called base jumping. You can base jump by sprinting towards a desired location and then press and hold the jump button. You will not redeploy the parachute when base jumping and are unlikely to receive fall damage under normal circumstances. As for vehicles in Blackout, it's going to feature 4 vehicles to add additional mobility while in game. Your ATV will hold a max of 2 people and has off-roading capability with medium speed. The cargo truck will have 1 driver with room for others in the truck bed. It has limited off-roading capability and limited speed. Use the cargo truck to store weapons and other items for your late game push to victory. The tactical raft will be a boat that will fit 2 people comfortably, but can pack quite a few in if you don't mind getting cozy. The raft is a great way to navigate the abundant water in Blackout. The light helicopter will hold a max of 4 passengers as well as the pilot. The aircraft will start to malfunction in the late states of the game and is very susceptible to lock-on missile launchers, but is by far the fastest way to get from point A to point B. But vehicles will be an ideal option to move quickly from one location to another when the collapse is closing in or pursuit of fleet enemies, but always keep in mind you could get destroyed as well, and I don't imagine that will be very good for you or your game plan whenever you're trying to basically secure a win in your late game. As for building your loadout, you want to be able to collect and manage your items. So you want to get equipped. Most items in Blackout need to be equipped to be used. Find out what you need and get started. By default, you can equip these items without any cost to 5 inventory slots: 2 weapons, 1 health item, 1 armor item, 1 backpack, an equipment item, and about 200 of each ammo type. You can carry additional health and equipment in your inventory, but not weapons or armor. Items are going to be managed in two primary ways. The inventory menu will allow you to manage everything you have. You can consume perks, drop items for teammates, equip attachments, and more. The quick inventory menu will appear the first time you have something that you can interact with in your inventory. The goal of the quick inventory menu is to allow you to quickly change what you have in your inventory for what you have equipped. You can change the type of health item that will be used when you heal, activate a perk consumable, and even change out attachments on your weapons. The quick inventory will be great when you're under pressure. Close the quick inventory when finished by using the D-pad in the down direction. Items in the world can often be equipped immediately without using the inventory menu. For example, if you're looking for an attachment, the default action could be to equip it on the gun you are holding in your hands if that weapon supports the attachment. The secondary action, if your inventory is not full, will be to add it to your inventory space. Additionally, items will be auto-equipped in the order they were picked up. If the first equipment you pick up happens to be a frag grenade and the second equipment you grab is a concussion grenade, you will auto-equip the concussion grenade when you use all of your frag grenades once they're completely empty. As for the item types in Blackout, you're going to have weapons, attachments, and ammo. Weapons are going to be found in various locations across the map. Pistols, submachine guns, assault rifles, shotguns, tactical and sniper rifles, as well as the rare rocket launcher will be available. You can carry a max of 2 weapons at any time. You may even find a rare weapon that comes up with the best attachments for that weapon already equipped. You can field strip it if you like, or even share it with a teammate. Your attachments will kind of vary. How many and what type of attachments are available will depend on your different weapons. Some attachments only work with certain weapons, and not every weapon supports all attachments. For example, SMGs do not support long-range scopes. While attachments equipped to a weapon do not take up a slot in your inventory, unequipped attachments will. As for ammo, every weapon will have its own type of ammo associated with it, and you can keep track of it on the inventory menu display. Ammo does not consume inventory space, but there is a limit on how much ammo of each type that you can carry. It's going to be found in the world just like all of the other in-game items. Weapons and the ammo they use play a big role in how far and how fast each bullet will travel. Watch the tracers that come in most ammo types and learn how to compensate for ballistics over long ranges. You may have to slightly lead a moving target and will often have to aim higher. Although still a very much work in progress for this beta and not final, the scopes and optics within them can help you compensate for that distance and range that you might be trying to take out an enemy. As for armor, in Blackout you can carry and equip 1 piece of armor at a time. 3 levels of armor can be found in the world. Each offers increased protection but is also harder to find, so that means it'll be a little bit more rare. Wearing armor will allow you to take calculated risk. However, if you're going up against another armored opponent, proceed wisely, as it will also take more than the usual number of shots to take them down. A backpack you will be able to find throughout the map, and you can expand how much you can carry from the default of 5 maximum to 10 items at a time. The backpack is a first storage item type, but it certainly won't be the last. Equipment is going to round out your loadout, and you can equip tactical and lethal grenades or common equipment just like trophy systems. Specialist-based equipment and items, while much harder to find in general, are also available in Blackout. Equipment such as razor wire, mesh mines, and sensor darts do not require a specific character to equip and use. Whether used in isolation or together, you can set up the ultimate trap for the opposition or give yourself excellent situational awareness. As for your health, all players in the game will start the match with 150 health. You must find items that will allow you to heal. There are 3 such items in the beta that allow you to restore health after taking damage. There's a first aid, which restores small amounts of health very quickly. This is the most common, and you can stack 5 of them with 1 inventory slot. A med kit will restore a bit more health, but does it a bit more slowly. Your trauma kit restores the most amount of health and provides an extra plus 50 health beyond the max. You cannot stack med kits. Each requires a slot in your inventory. In order to heal in Blackout, you must hold the heal button. If you or a teammate is downed, an icon will appear over the player and in the team widget that applies in the left corner of your HUD. As for perk consumables, how many perks you have in Blackout is limited only by your inventory space and what you can find in the world. In this context, consumables mean the effects of the perk do not start until you activate the perk. How long it takes you to activate a perk and how long the effects of it last are shown up on the HUD and in the inventory menu, and depends entirely on how powerful the perk is. Pick up new and familiar perks in Blackout and experiment to figure out which ones ultimately work for your playstyle as well as your game strategy. As for special items, Blackout will feature a few special items that can be game changers if you are able to find one. One example is the Recon car. The Recon car looks very similar to an RCXD, but with one major difference: it doesn't explode. The Recon car acts as a portable intelligence, so you can scope out a location before moving in or find hiding spots of your opponents before you rush in and attack. The Recon car does not explode and can travel a very limited distance while maintaining visibility. But if you find one, pick it up and use it to gather some locational intelligence on the opposition. Some multiplayer specialist equipment and weapons are also available in Blackout. Make sure you try out the grapple gun, sensor dart, or mesh mines, to name a few. In Blackout, any character can use any item. Now on to the next topic of supply drops and stashes. Although not the only place, the best place to find rare and special items are in supply drops as well as supply stashes. Supply stashes are hidden crates that can be found in multiple locations throughout the map. Supply drops are airdropped crates. Be aware that when interacting with a supply stash or a supply drop, you are vulnerable to attacks and most likely exposed. Have teammates cover you while you scavenge for supplies, or make sure you're clearing an area before you decide to collect these items. The next topic is zombies, and it says, never forget the zombies. Zombies spawn at locations marked with the light from the mystery supply stash. Zombies and mystery box stashes are likely to contain unique zombies items like a ray gun and a symbol monkey, to name a couple. That is all of the information they can say at that time in regards to zombies. As for the map, Blackout takes place on the largest map they have ever made. Longtime multiplayer fans looking to drop somewhere familiar may want to check out Estates, which will include fully playable and expanded versions of Stronghold and Raid. Maybe you would prefer to go to Firing Range, where you might be able to squeeze in a little practice session once you clear the place out. For longtime Zombies fans, the Lighthouse, the boxing ring inside of Rivertown, Asylum with its nearby graveyard will prove to be tempting. Don't forget the zombies in those areas. Nuketown Island is going to be a fun place to explore for fans of both multiplayer as well as zombies, offering a little something for both and something entirely new as well. The construction site will offer entirely new experiences that we will have to master. If you like to loot in peace, drop hot, and survive the initial carnage, or something in between, Blackout will offer a wide variety of destinations for you to explore and gear up. So that's pretty much going to wrap it up for the How to Play Blackout Starters Guide. If you guys enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed this content, and you are excited for Blackout, be sure to click the thumbs up button, leave a like on the video. It would be greatly appreciated. And I will catch you guys very soon for more Call of Duty Black Ops 4 content. I'll see you next time.